Yo, this is Nomifactory hard mode, part 34. Um, what what I discovered kind of off screen is a very important one, and it has to do with again here this all processing or in general multi-block control. Yeah, I guess we are not getting enough naphtha, I think. But I think this will change. So basically what we can do is what it's called an RS latch. So basically we can implement a so-called hysteresis curve with two fluid or regular level emitters. I will show you this in a bit. Maybe I also will do a tutorial on that. Is it here? Yeah. Okay. We still have some laserite and so on that we need to process. Yeah, so we have a lot of ethylene now. We can now, this is what I wanted to do real quick. I think we can do polyethylene, right? We need to, yeah, and we can also then I guess vinyl chloride. Okay, this gives water, but the water is kind of not what we want. We want this one here. Of course, we also need to check a little bit on our chlorine. If we have enough there, and what we can then do next is, of course, the polyvinyl chloride with oxygen, and I think we need then some patterns, right? So we have kind of this here again. Maybe do something like this. So yeah. How is it on nickel here? Okay, we have like 61 nickel. I think it was the second one. Yeah, so here we have like a lot of garnierite and so on. We get some iron, we get some more iron, we get some nickel, and we get some nickel, and this is what we want to then smelt. So let's process this kind of next, and then I will show you how this hysteresis curve is working. We have also a lot of pyrochlor now. Okay. And also niobium. Okay, we didn't add a niobium. Okay. Does it? Niobium was over here, right? Okay, so we have to add that. Because of the upper T drain. Or I don't know, maybe it yeah, we have to add now the most of this stuff. But in terms of patterns, what we can do now, if we need to, we can now do polyvinyl chloride sheets. So these guys here. If we not have them already, no, we don't. Okay, so this is great. Maybe let's do them here. And here we are apparently. Yeah, I don't know about the liquid rubber. Maybe we actually have to do another 1K. But yeah, let's wait on this here a bit. So I think we are not. Do we gain anything? I don't know. Okay, so about the hysteresis curve. Actually, it works pretty simple. Now that I figured it out. So here we have kind of a test setup. Important is that we can also let it work with multiple inputs. So I think here this was Flux cable. So we have in total 2 level emitters. You can also do fluid level emitters, and this goes onto a redstone conduit on the green channel. Also important, we have the output here on the green channel, and then we let them control with inverted toggle buses, so they should stay on when the network is kind of on and kind of off when the network is off. So at least one of them has to be online at any times. And then the important part is we feed this redstone conduit, we feed that back, and we have kind of 2 outputs. One is the normal. This is on the low. So the hysteresis curve has always like 2 limits, one low and one high. This one here is the low one, and this one here is the high one. And the important part, in the high one, we have a NOT filter. So basically, we invert the signal. And to show you now how this works, we have to keep an eye, if you see in the background a little bit, the redstone lamp, if it works. So now it's currently off because we have like 3 sulfur in. So the high for sulfur is 3. Then if we take out 1, nothing happens. If we take out 2, nothing happens. If we take out the third one, now the lamp is on. And now it's important that the lamp doesn't go on when we put 1 in. So this would be kind of a normal behavior. So to show you this, now this lower one here is on. The 3. And if we then put 1 back in, the lamp stays on. Second one in, stays on. And the third one now puts it out. So this is kind of the idea. I tried to fit it onto a smaller size, but you don't really have you can't really do that. That's kind of the problematic part. But I guess what we could do is we could actually, this is kind of a great idea, I think. We could do these ones here. Connect them. I guess this should work, right? Should it? Let's see. No, we need this one here. So okay, so never mind. This doesn't work. So we need kind of this architecture. So this could then work if you really wanted to. But yeah, this toggle bus has to somehow be active. But yeah, this is kind of, maybe I will look into that more. For now, the normal one is kind of sufficient, I would say. So a normal bus. And we also only have not so much chrome anymore. Why don't we have chrome anymore? 230, that's not much. Yeah, maybe we need to do some chrome processing. All right, so the next thing is, yeah, we need to kind of remove some stuff here. Especially ilmenite. Maybe we also do ashes. I want to have a storage bus for that, so that we don't. And also lapis dust. Okay. Second thing, what we want and need to do is we need to go now into oil processing. Especially kind of the remaining stuff of oil processing. I think we need. Yeah, I don't know if we actually need. But the important part, I think now we can. Yeah, we can remove now stuff here. If we have this. All right, and also then the hydrogen can go here. Yeah, let's do some base cleanup, I would say. There's a lot of stuff that we can clean up here. Especially the naphtha that we don't need anymore. Okay, we have like 32k. And I guess also the drum can go in there. We can get out the naphtha, the remaining naphtha as well here. Yeah, it was a good. Yeah, we somehow have to store these batteries. I guess. We have some fluid filters, which is nice, and some yeah, some more stuff there. I guess we can also put them here. It's not a problem. Okay. There should also be nothing in there. Because we want to get a little bit now into tree farming or farming rubber trees. That is kind of an important. Okay. Apparently, there's a lot of stuff in there. A lot of naphtha. Okay. So we have some naphtha now. And yeah, we need to remove these guys here as well. Get some combustion engines. Some more of these guys. And then... yeah, I guess we remove that. This actually we can yeah, what is it called? Okay, there's some stuff left. Okay, so no, so we have some. Yeah, I guess we get now a lot of. Wait, we did do that? Oh, nice. Okay, so we already did the nickel conversion. That's nice. Yeah, I think we can continue here with this stuff. Will be more of a, I guess, more of a cleaning up phase. Okay, so all of these have here. What should be there? Ah, this is palladium, right? Okay, so this palladium niobium was here then. Yeah, let's do like 3 storage buses. We should have now everything, which we can't because it's too much. Okay, we can only do 2. Yeah, we might need to upgrade that. I think we also need to do more wafers, right? Yeah, we have like 18 wafers left. So can we do? Is it on the one? How much sticky resin have we anyway? 18. Yeah, we need the farm. Yeah, and 46 is not that much either. Okay. So we need to. This should be. I'll check it again real quick. Oops, not here. Next to niobium, it was. Okay, so we have palladium and then molybdenum. Okay. Yeah, so maybe let's do that, or to have them. So let's do something like this. So this should be palladium, and this should be molybdenum. Then we can add these guys here. Now we need like 2 more for 1 for. One for, what is it called? Yeah, niobium, and then the other stuff. Again, here we can also do now some stuff. We might want to upgrade also our tools a bit in terms of energy, what they have. We also wanted to yeah, we wanted to that. Okay, so this one here as well can go. The thing is, okay, so you are done now. That is nice. The thing is, we need like an pump. So let's do that, like a water source. But yeah, I guess we here this should be also clear. Yeah, niobium. It's another water source. So water source. No water. Later on, we can do the reservoir hatch, but for now, this is not. I want to have this one. So we need like 2 electric pumps. So HV. 2 of you guys, yeah. And then I think we need like, yeah, one more HV circuit. Come on. And we need to do it like this. I don't know why. Then we can do some waivers, I guess. Ah, this is the EV stuff, yeah. Wafers. I guess gallium arsenide needs. Huh? Oh. It needs one, yeah. So. What do we need? A terminal? Okay, nothing. So we can just put it there. Yeah, we've only like 3.6 again. It's not much. Yeah, there's a problem here. Okay, so the thing is for the what we want to do now is what are they called? Oil cracking. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to say about. We can also do a basic gas collector, by the way. And not this one, but we need an HV or so. The HV version is not that harder. Because we need at some point nitrogen. So passive nitrogen and passive oxygen and so on. Silicon should be in 2 stacks, right? And it's working. Okay, perfect. So in terms of oil cracking, just to give you a bit of an overview, what we this should go here. Yeah, but the ilmenite is also we need to put it here for now. We also have a bunch of stuff here that's yeah, I don't know what to do about that, but nothing is here, right? Oh no, it's doing silicon. No, not what I wanted. God damn it. Yeah, you know what? We can also throw them away. Don't really need them. So let's get some more silicon. I don't know why so much magnesium was back in there. Okay, then I think we need 2 more. Yeah, that's kind of the issue, right? That we want to fix that. So now, yeah, we can finally remove here everything. It was a good run, boys. But and we also get some stuff out there, so we get a lot of bronze and maybe some brick dust. So it's not all in vain. But yeah, we can finally remove this stuff here. While we wait for the wafers. And then we have to continue finishing up ore processing. So the brick dust is basically useless, but the bronze is kind of important. I guess here we also get a lot of... Oh, here we even get some wood pulp, okay. So these are the steam grinders. And we also can remove now finally the water source. Or the water pump. So yeah. And we also can remove then this weird water, the infinite water source there. We have to look a little bit into what we need for or how we handle the electrotine. Because electrotine is or can be quite important. You not necessarily want to yeah, how do you say it? Change that into, or electrolyze it. I think you need to do that, yeah. Okay, 63, that's quite a lot. Let's see in terms of these things, what we need to do here. So we should have now some waivers. And we can now have this recipe in the cutting machine. Later on we will change that, by the way. Okay, we have 8, so 8 times 16 should be 2 stacks, right? Okay, perfect. Do we get here anything out? Yeah, we get a lot of brick dust, potent, yeah, stone dust, come on, nobody cares about that. But it takes like 276 seconds. So, let's see how long it takes. Okay, so here, with this stuff, and we also have the steam compressor, these guys. So the bronze fluid pipes we can just put in. Yeah, this takes like 69 seconds. It's quite a long time. We can also remove now these guys here. They're also great for a steam run. Okay, the glass is kind of not important, I would guess. Or I would say. Because we have like 3 here. Okay, so we should have now some more wafers. We still have like this liquid rubber here, which I don't like. Okay, let's quickly fill up this then. And yeah, then I think we have to tear this stuff down here. Can we get some more bronze machine casings? What are they called? The pyrolyze oven we want to keep for now. We need them for later, especially for biomass. Or kind of biomass is the only one that we really need. There is one recipe that we can use. Maybe we also passive that. I don't know. And that is charcoal byproducts. So charcoal byproducts gives us a lot of kind of byproducts from doing something. So kind of doing wood processing. So this is why we would need the tree farm. You can actually, if you don't want to rely on oil, you can, if you want, you can do the wood tar around. So wood tar is basically very simple. You just need some, wood. So you need a tree farm. And here you get like 3,500 wood tar out. So the charcoal you can also extract into wood tar. Then you let like a lot of distilleries run, or I think I had like one or two maybe. And you can do that into benzene, and benzene is like a very good fuel if you compare that to naphtha. So naphtha only has 320 and the benzene has 352. So quote unquote in the long run it's actually better. But or like it's a little bit more energy efficient. But yeah, we need to as you can see, we need to get rid of a lot of stuff here. Maybe I'll also do this off screen. All right, so what we have then left here is our water source. The problem is with this, we cannot really use it. These guys, they don't have really a use case. Only for the steam age, basically. And also quad this one, whatever. It's not very useful. All right, so these ones I think we can actually throw away. We don't need them. All right, and we can remove this one here as well. So yeah, the only thing is really this electrotine, but I guess we can just yeah, no. He gets some tiny piles of iron out, so not worth it. Okay, this gives 1 bronze. It's quite nice. The bronze we will just smelt, so. All right, so we can, I think, now get off the electrotine here. And yeah, we need to then. So this here is then also some steel. And yeah, I guess we have to then. There's still some naphtha in there. What? I thought I put everything out. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. Now I guess they're empty. Yes, you can see we're not positive on that because the oil is not constant. Yeah, we have to look into that. Okay, let's first do you and then you. Yeah, I think brick just. Wait a second. We also have some bismuth. Because I think bismuth we didn't add yet to there. Okay, potent brick. Lapis is then also something. And yeah. Okay, let's first do you. 70 seconds, okay. You get stone dust, okay. So stone dust we don't really want or need. So yeah. Yeah, no, right now it's more of a cleanup, base cleanup thing right now. We did hear everything? No, the lazurite is still working, so this is where we get some lapis, right? And then we can electrolyze that into the good stuff. So yeah, what I wanted to come back to is the following. Oil processing. So oil processing has basically two stages. The first stage we already did. The second stage is now with the oil cracking units. What we can always do is, or we have kind of two choices. And then in total we have 4. So what we can do is, let's say we have the light fuel here. We can use light fuel also in an MV mixer, by the way. With heavy fuel we get diesel, just so you know that. The point is we can put that into an oil cracking unit, and we have kind of 4 choices per light fuel, heavy fuel, naphtha, and refinery gas. What I want to say is already never ever use refinery gas or naphtha, because refinery gas is needed in the making of raw gasoline. And the second one is naphtha is also kind of used for raw gasoline. Refinery gas we don't need that much, but naphtha we need quite a lot. So raw oil is one of the big ones. And then let's take light fuel here as an example again. We can either put 2000 hydrogen to get lightly hydrocracked light fuel. We can get some steam to get lightly steam cracked light fuel. Or if we put 6000 hydrogen, we get severely hydrocracked light fuel. And with 1000 steam, we get also severely steam cracked light fuel. Okay. Kind of interesting. The point I'm trying to make is we get different products depending on how we, if we add steam or hydrogen, or if we severely or lightly do that. So this is why I usually switch it around and see, okay, what do we want? For high octane gasoline, this is basically our next fuel that we want to use. We need octane. The good thing is octane you only get in like good quantities from lightly hydrocracked light fuel. So this is one of the things that we want to do. So we want to have light fuel and then some hydrogen, and then we get octane out. So octane we want to also keep at a stable one. Then we have some byproducts. So for example, butane. This is what we don't need really for. You can put it into LPG or can use it for LPG, but I wouldn't recommend that. I actually usually electrolyze that. So we get hydrogen and carbon out. Same thing with propan. So propan also doesn't have any uses. Ethane, same. So this one, and methane we actually need, but and we will also store that. So then the next thing is if we look into light fuel, right? Let's say we the lightly gives octane. The lightly steam cracked version gives now everything that we need. So we need toluene. So toluene we also need for high octane gasoline, but also for raw gasoline. So we need like 2000 and also 2000 octane. So this kind of balances out. Then benzene we also need for some recipes later, especially not phenol, but yeah, you can use it for phenol, but dichlorobenzene, for example, for then polyphenylene sulfite, which we need then in this form to do some cables later on. So we need this. Butane we also need because we need it for ethyl butyl ether. So this is where we need ethanol then as well. Butadiene, we also need to keep that because there is later on styrene butadiene rubber with some styrene and butadiene, of course. And this is basically then the best rubber that we can get. We need it then for the, I think, beginning of LUV for as kind of a rubber. So we also want to keep that. Propan, as I mentioned, we can just recycle it. Propane we actually need for epichlorohydrin. This leads us then into epoxy resin, again with some phenol and acetone and so on. So need that, and ethane we don't need, but ethylene and methane we can then use. Or we can just recycle it. This is actually something that I want to then do real quick. Especially here. So we set light fuel quickly. This one wasn't right. So we don't need butan, I think, but mostly propan, ethane, and butane, right? Was it butane? No, butan, right? Yeah. So this one here. Yeah, it doesn't, like, I can tell you this, I wouldn't actually do anything with them. So, for example, you're investing like 4,000 hydrogen to get out 2,000 and 2,000 methane, or get out 1,200 methane and 250 ethylene. Not worth it. Just recycle. Just recycle, bro. So yeah, these are the ones, and I guess you always need like 1,000. All right, so this is kind of oil processing in a nutshell. Of course, we need to then craft a bunch of stuff there. Steel. We can. But yeah, the oil cracking is basically the biggest one, and from there we can then do some ethylene. So I think the so why did I mark them out here? This one is actually for mostly for this one here is for toluene. So toluene is kind of interesting because toluene, the best one is actually severely steam cracked heavy fuel. The problem is about getting heavy fuel. Heavy fuel takes really a long time to build up, and you are actually better suited when you use lightly steam cracked light fuel. There you only get like 40, but you get it faster because of the raw oil. If you see raw oil, what the ratios are, so we get 100, we get like 50 light fuel and only 10 heavy fuel. Of course, we need 12k, so 1.5 more light fuel compared to heavy fuel. But again, we this kind of matches out, I think. Maybe I have to redo that calculation, but let's see about this. The point is it's infinite, basically. Then severely steam cracked light fuel is mostly for ethylene, I think. But yeah, I guess we can then the two things are octane and so octane we get from hydrocracked light fuel. I don't know if we want to do this one here then. So lightly steam cracked light fuel. Because this one gives us as well ethylene and so on. This one here, I guess, doesn't, right? No, it only gives us propan and so on, butan and so on. But yeah, we can kind of usually if you just run that stuff, you get enough ethylene and so on, and also benzene. Benzene is or the remaining stuff we can also passive that. So propane would be the best one. Here you get like 30. It's not good. 100. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Lightly steam cracked light fuel 150. Severely steam cracked light fuel you would get 250. This is 200, but we don't want to use that. 300 also don't want to use that. So this could be an option if we really wanted to, because we get a lot of this stuff. We also need butane, right? Butane. Where do we get the most? Butane, this is 25, right? Because just quickly check, yeah. 25, yeah. Here this is 80, but lightly steam cracked light fuel. We also have then like usually butane. And we use like butane and toluene we use in the same ratio, or even less, I would say. So yeah, this is lightly steam cracked light fuel. We should have that, yeah. And the remaining stuff is kind of not useful anymore. Okay, in terms of we have some wrought iron, okay. Some potent, some lapis, brick dust, yeah. Brick dust. I don't know what we want to do with that. Yeah, we could centrifuge it and but the clay dust, no. We just throw it away. So it's an easier. Let's see how much naphtha we have left here. Yeah, quite a lot. So we can also remove this stuff now here. So the quad EBF is kind of a really powerful, I don't want to say invention, but if you do that, then it's pretty good. Of course, then later on you can use way more. So, but for now, I guess the biggest problem is that we need nitrogen to automate our EBF. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, maybe after all pros, or do we? Like, we could do that after or right now, or as one of the next steps, because it's not that hard, I would say. Now that we have what is it called, the distillation towers. There was still some left. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's see here real quick. Yeah, the question is what is the best way now? So stainless steel. Can we already do ME output? Oh, we can do them. Oh. Okay, that's kind of interesting because we need then for liquid air. So the question is, so this takes 100 seconds. Yeah, the main part is really the nitrogen. So we need like 4, like oxygen we already have, nitrogen is what we need, helium and argon we need to add as tanks. So 50k. So we need 50k for 100 seconds. We get 4 in 4 seconds, right? Yeah. So we need 13. Yeah, it takes like 52 seconds. Does it? Yeah, it takes like 52 seconds. So it should be fine. This is maybe actually, yeah. Maybe this is our this is now our next project. Let's maybe do this. Because then we can kind of automate wait a second. We need 2 CPU wafers, okay. Yeah. Let's do a bit more. But what was the other one? Uh, 48 divided by 8 should be 6, right? Okay. 6 of those guys, and I guess we have 6. Nice. Still not done. Yeah. Let's do an air distillation. So, what is it called? Gas collector. This one. It's kind of easy. Mm, the problem will be more. Yeah, we only have like 15 diamond plates left. Let's see how this guy is doing. Okay, we have a lot of chalcopyrite left. You're still working. You are done. Okay. Okay, we have like a bunch of nickel now. Also more garnierite. Okay, so let's first remove the brick dust. No one needs that. Same thing with stone dust. Should be like 24. Okay, so if we have a lot of bronze, that's crazy. Yeah. Anything else? Except for the ashes and so on, and the pearl dust. Can put that now here in the mixer. I guess we can remove these guys now. Again, we can use it if we want to, so or if we need to. Yeah, the problem is really now with we need diamonds now. Cobalite, galena, green sapphire, lead. Oh, we have some silver, that's nice. Oops. Yeah, the coal ore is kind of should be an easy one to do. I don't know if we have coal already. No, we don't. But okay, so let's do, what is it called? Vibrant, yeah. Should be going. So, okay, we need some more naphtha. It's an important one. And you go away. We also should then put a miner into. So we need diamond, right? And there's no diamond here. Okay. Yeah, maybe let's look a little bit north. I don't know. Okay, there's some diamond. Northwest. Yeah. But I guess we can also put it there on the edge. So here we are. I think we can put it here, right? Because here is the edge. Yeah, so let's see. Oops, set home minor O2. And then we also want to do this one. So we now get some more diamond. Do we need vibrant bolts or anything else? Yeah, for the workstation, so no. Bolts. Okay, I guess we can do now some workstations. This should take a while. But yeah, nitrogen is kind of an important, and I think we need more for the distillation tower. Yeah, so 4 more for the distillation tower. So we can do like, I think 8, right? I guess. You get 2. Okay. I think we also have some potent dust lying around. Do we already have lead dust? Okay, so we can put it into a centrifuge. Takes like 15 seconds. Okay. Da, da, da. I think we also have some wrought iron. That we can use. Okay, I guess this was it, right? Yeah. So, any more dust? You have like a bunch of lapis, right? But for that I want to... we need to add the corresponding storage bus. But yeah, we have, in terms of resources, I think we are quite good, I would say. Let's see how... Okay. Take a while. This should be like 3 seconds, yeah. It was this one here, I guess, yeah. But yeah, again, we got some more stuff here to process. Yeah, calcite is also an interesting one because we need to have calcite. Because calcite we need for soda ash, yeah. I don't know if there's a good way to get soda ash. Yeah, the question is kind of... So we have like 3 workstations. Can we do the frost one? I don't think so, right? So yeah, maybe let's encode this one. Okay, first one. 3 pumps. Yeah, in the end, it's basically pretty easy. Do we have? I think in terms of aluminium, we should have rods and plates. Yeah, so in the end, it's just this one here, and then this one here. Oops. 6 and 4. Do we have some aluminium? No. Okay. Right. No. Yeah, then it's like 2. Do we have 2 gold cables? Yeah. So aluminium frames. Basically, we just have an input and an output. The question is, should we already do the EV stuff? That's kind of the question, like the ME. The ME stuff. That's kind of a question. Nah, I guess for the normal one, it's fine. We need HV. So the point is now we need in total we need we also need a maintenance edge. Let's do this real quick so that I don't forget that. MV, yeah, we have an MV input hedge. We need an MV output hedge. So maintenance MV out. So this should be then, and of course we need an HV energy hedge. But I don't think that we can do that, right? HV. Nope, because we're missing the epic. We are missing the epic. So what we can already do is we can already say where we want to have that. 1, 2. Should be here then. No, here. I had a wafer. Yeah, it is like this. Okay, HV energy hedge. And then we can do the vacuum freezer. So in total, we have like what is it called? Yeah, we have like 26 blocks that we need. Currently, we're needing. I guess so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 22 frost because 21 we need, and then we need like one more. So 22 frost. That is kind of our goal. So let's do that. And with the HV energy edge. Yeah, what we want to have now diamonds is dude, put it here. I guess we put it here. So yeah, the bigger problem will be now, I guess. We need maybe conduits again. So I don't think so that we have. No, okay, we have some, but fluix cable we need. So let's maybe try to do that. So fluix cable is what? First of all, we need quartz fiber. The question is, can we do pure? But at least we have them. And then it's this one here. So it's like 2 recipes. I guess we can already do them. Yeah. Yeah, usually this goes in here. This and the fluix can then go over here. So we can make a fluix cable now. Can we do conduits? We can't. Okay, so but conduit is an easy one. We just have to do this one. So this is our last. Yeah. Okay, but because usually we need more. Usually we need more of that stuff. Is it this one? Yeah. Actually, the right block. That's kind of amazing. So let's get some conduits in here. So the point is now, yeah, no, this is fine, but we also need to go over here. So yeah. So frost. First of all, let's do the vacuum freezer. This is fine, and then we can do the remaining ones. Yeah, I guess output we can put them over here. So something like this. Yeah. Now we need actually 3 peer-to-peer, but let's see how many we can do. Should be fine. Yeah, nice. And then yeah, it's just putting that stuff in here. And then I would say we do something like this, and yeah, then we have like this. So that we don't have to. We just have to then look out for the. So interface. Yep. For the liquid. Nice one. But we need like this. So so it's something like this. I don't know. Yeah, next thing that we need to craft is the air distillation. So we need an H3. Can we? No, we can't. I don't think so. No. Again, air distillation is not that not that hard. We just have to yeah, get the single ones. All right, so this one should be then fine here. Again, let's do the important stuff first. We also should have a fluid filter. These guys should also be here somewhere. Huh? Wait, we don't have any iron bars. Okay. That is interesting. Okay, so HV pumps, we need, right? HV pumps. And we need iron bars. How many? So we need like 3 iron rods. Yeah. Come on, come on. So, we already had one, okay. Should be on the 3, right? Or is it on the 4? Yeah, it's on the 3, that's so weird. But whatever. Okay, this gives us the air distillation, or the basic air collector. Then what do we need? We need a tank. So tank to store. A store to tank. I don't know. Did we remove everything there? This is where the liquid rubber is now. Okay. Then I want that. Yeah, whatever. I guess it's fine. So yeah, we need a storage bus. Storage bus. And then, yeah, we need the distillation tower. The distillation tower will be quite interesting. How much rutile do we have? 850. That's not bad. Hello. Okay. We need this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So, liquid air. Also overflow, but I don't think that we really need it. Okay, so now can we do a machine cover? We're missing a lever. How did we do a lever? Do we have a stick? Nope. Okay, but I guess we can easily do one. So, I guess it's like this, right? So, yeah, we can already do like 2 because we need one for We need one for the distillation tower anyway, which will be kind of the next thing that we need to do. We need a fluid level emitter. Can you already do that? Fluid. Oh, hell yeah. But we need a redstone torch. Time to sacrifice some torches. Level emitter. Yeah, later on we need the level emitters for we still need to wait, hold on. That's not correct. With the crowbar still. Dude. Oh, that's a shame. Hold on. You know what? Let's do it differently. Then let's do it differently. You here, because then we can. Then the. So, like this, 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 this. Do we want to do 1 million? Actually, it's usually like 50k that we need, right? So, 64k. With my liquid air. Here it is. This has energy. Okay, so you also have energy. Okay. Time to do the. Are we doing an opta? 2.2 million. Not good. Yeah, time to do the 4 workstations, right? Let's go. But yeah, I guess this will be kind of a huge step for us, liquid air, because we we have then other carbon dioxide we might want to use here. And the question is really about the carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide yeah, you know what? We can also remove it later on. I don't really mind. The question is more where do we place the distillation tower, because usually I want to have like 2 per input, quote unquote. And the question is also, do we have enough stainless steel for that? So 447. It's tough. It's a tough one, dude. That's the oil cracking unit. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so much hydrochloric acid and so on. But yeah, this will be kind of one of the next things that we want to do. Passive hydrogen. You still are doing appetite. Holy smokes. That's quite a lot. But yeah, basically what we want to do now is we want to we need to connect these ones here with an input hedge, and then we need to have this output hedge here. So I guess we can do something like this. And then you guys. But yeah, the nitrogen will be a very, very big step up in terms of efficiency. Because then we can do stainless steel basically on demand. Because this recipe is so much better. Like we go from 528, like we are already using a little bit less because we overclocked it to EV. But we reduce it by way more, and the investment is really, really good. So we're investing like 960,000 divided by 35. So you can calculate this. What is it? 960. So you're investing like 20k, 27k, or then to reduce it by quite a lot. So it's actually a very good investment. But yeah, what is better is that we can now do workstations. That is the main part. So where were the huge pipes here? Right. Yeah. And what we also need then is HV. 2 pumps. So this is the destination tower. Maintenance hatch. How are we on sticky resin? 39, that's not bad. We also need an HV energy hatch. The question is, yeah, if you want to overclock this, but overclocking, I think we will only do that in EV, or kind of beginning of EV, because there we can really pump out then the stuff that we need. So yeah. Okay, so most of the stuff I guess we have. The question is now, where do we place that? That's kind of the thing. Should we place it back here? Like here? Or better said, that should be over here, right? Let's do something like this. Yeah, but it shares, right? This works on EV. So we can't do that. Okay. That is a problem. Or yeah, maybe then let's push it out further. We have a lot of space there. So the question is, so this should be general oil processing, right? Then this one here, like here, these guys. What should this be? I think light fuel, right? This one. For octane. Hey, these are the three things, I guess. Like we need octane, we need toluene, and we need butane. So these are the three. So we always have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is the output furnace. Should be toluene. So 3. And here we can then place this guy. I hope it's correct. But yeah, let's see about this. So, yeah, we need now, that's kind of the question, what we need. First of all, I think we should push some conduits down here. And then, yeah. Only 29 left. It's not that much. Especially when you're... Dude. So... how many outputs does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay, then it's kind of the question how many we need. You can... All right, so yeah, the question is how many do we need? So on the bottom layer we need 9. So 9 minus 1, 2, 3, so 6. Plus on this layer we need 8, so also 6 minus 2. And then here we need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 7 plus 1. So 41. So 40. Because I think we already have one. Right? Yes. Oh, hell yeah. That is important. Because now we can then prepare for the rutile, I would guess. Let's do something just real quick. So this takes a while. No. So the question is how much rutile do we need? I guess quite some. but ME hedge. So there are basically multiple ones. The ME output hedge is kind of cool. The question is, hold on a second, with the ME input hedge. I have to check that real quick. Yeah. I guess, yeah, we can go over here. Hello? And that is input hedge. Oh, dude. So let's say we should have chlorine here. We can set an amount, right? Ha! Okay, so we can use it. That is perfect. So we need in total, I think, 6. 6 times 8, 48. Because these ones, I guess, need 8, right? Per. Yeah. We need 8, 48 titanium. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 6 in total. So yeah. And we need a bunch of... but... How much tetrafluoroethylene do we need? So here we need... So we need this whole thing like 5 times. 5 times 432. This one, I guess, needs that as well, right? And you need then plus 6 times 144. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Stainless steel, yeah. We are like 2 more away. Let's see if we calculate correctly or if we again did a blunder. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, it's now should we let's get some more patterns in here. Because yeah, do we need that? Guess like this. Yeah, the question is about the chlorine, right? Yeah. Okay, how long does it take for one? 5 seconds. And with the carbon monoxide. Yeah, so that is a problem. A question is if we also want to do like carbon monoxide, we actually need, I think. Do we need it for? No, for something we needed that. Ah, yeah, for the butyl. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem now. Because this is kind of. Yeah, for now we have to just recycle that. How much more do we have here? 29, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I also don't want to craft a new drum or so. Do we have a drum left anyway? Maybe this is not a problem. And we have a drum left. It's easy. So how much more is it? 20. But yeah, these ME output hatches, they are, I would say, quite important. Or quite good. Because they basically remove this restriction later on. If you look at this one here, liquid air. Like here, this is not a problem, but like 72k carbon monoxide is quite interesting. We also have to do then here. This will be a very good one. Like liquid nether air is, I think, a very good hydrogen source. Like also sulfur dioxide, we can just go into sulfur and oxygen. But hydrogen sulfide is basically the game changer there. Oh shit. But yeah, 72k carbon monoxide is quite heavy. But later on, we get like 122k nitrogen dioxide, and yeah, I guess we need it. I think mostly for nitric acid, right? Or yeah, this one is the better nitric acid, I guess, because we don't get the carbon. So, you done? Not quite. Dude, it's so much hydrogen, carbon monoxide. It's crazy. Okay, like one more. Okay, we almost. Oh no, we need to put the. Guess over here. It's not much. Okay, let's get here out of this one out, and then we can. Okay. Yeah, the question is now. We can't. We would need like. So let's do some tetra. How much do we have anyway? 72. Let's do like. Okay, perfect. You see the the large chemical reactor. Okay, so we should have enough. The question is now, we should be able to put not a... Should be able to put these ones here away. So, in terms of patterns, right? So let's first of all do some fluid. Yeah, I guess we need to do that more, but whatever. Because this uses, I think, some polytetrafluoroethylene. We just have to then again do the difference. But we also need then 2 peer-to-peer tunnels because this is kind of the idea now. So peer-to-peer. And then we can use one of these pumps. Later on we can also... Should export, yeah. So the fluid can go out there. And now we need fluid conduit, fluid peer-to-peer tunnels. And we basically connect these ones. And actually I think in a fluid peer-to-peer, you don't really care about direction. But yeah. So now we can do titanium. Later on we don't need that really. But this should work now. Can we already do titanium? Okay, so yeah, 48. This should work. Yeah, maybe the pump is not sufficient. At least for now. But I guess it should be. Let's see. So I think it's like 320 per tick or so. Okay, so we used some. Use some there. We also need then some conduits, right? And actually the machine controller. I think we actually have to invert that, right? So the thing is we only need like 4 outputs for now. And to be really fair, we only need like 1. Because later on, yeah, we need argon and so on. But for now, just nitrogen is sufficient, I would say. Okay, yeah, maybe we... maybe we remove that. Is it really no? Oh, it actually filled up, okay. It's quite nice. But yeah, I think next time, this is also something that we may want to do now, real quick. It's kind of this one here. If we really wanted, we could put it here for now. So extract, insert here. So something like this. Yeah, but because I think, yeah, charge with like 50. We could add them, but we have to look here more on more important parts. Especially here now. That is something that I want to remove. But I think when we have the question is a bit what do we want to go into? Do we want to go into yeah, the thing is the tree farm doesn't really benefit us anything right now. The problem is more that we but green sapphire we can actually do red. Silver? Yeah, with the lead, gold, silver. Let's get some silver. Okay, we have like 7 more titanium or so. And then we need some storage buses. That will be, I think, the big problem. And then, yeah, of course, we have to scale out a lot of the machines. Especially like EBFs. We have to finally fix in here our waiver problem. Yeah, tree farm is one of them. Yeah, but we might actually want to do that. Yeah, then also here the more vacuum freezers that we kind of slowly but surely can go into these passive lines. So titanium we can just put in here. Do we have the EV stuff already? Yes. So we need like 6, right? Let's wait for this real quick. And then we have liquid air distillation. That's really, really a benefit. I would say. That is really, really a good one. So we need like 6. Oh, we can't do EV machine casings? Oh. Okay. I was smoking something. Yeah, this needs to be on some, I don't know. We can't do aluminium cables. Yeah, aluminium cables are pretty easy. Just do this one. And then do... this is where we need the thin polyvinyl stuff already. So this is... cables were here, I guess. And the wires were here. So, that's... Yeah, God damn it, yeah. I forgot about this. So how much? How much rubber do we have now? 1152. Okay, let's first do the these ones. We need to put them into EV output hatches. So we need like 6 aluminium drums. Let's go for that. I think the long rod we don't have. So anything else we have? Drum. Long rod? Here. Okay, so yeah, the problem is we need to craft it by hand, so that's a bit the issue. Yeah, 3 seconds is fine. We have to then check how much we need. So we need 2595. So what do we have? 2376. So 216. Yeah. Nice one. So no. Like this, right? So let's get the polytetrafluoroethylene. Yeah. Dude. Okay. So, first of all, the input hatch needs to be on 1. Okay, so... and again, we need to pause after like 5 seconds. Yeah, we'll quickly pause the recording until this is done, so... Alright, so we have now 1 input, 4 output hatches. And now we have to... this is what we can do on HV. So we need like 6 interfaces now. Let's see if we can do them. What? We don't have any copper anymore? Oh my god, that's not good. You don't know? Yeah, okay. Where's my chalcopyrite? Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Let's see how fast we can do that. I hope we can do it fast. Can we do the acceleration cards? Oops. We can't. Can we do... Okay, so we can do the card. I guess we need like 12. Yeah. And then acceleration wise. I think these ones we can do now. Add acceleration cards or something. You know what? Let's actually craft them or make them craftable. Because they are just this stuff here. And we anyway need them. So... yeah. We need no more copper. Okay, we can do 3 of them. Fluids. Yeah, this is where we need, I guess, 6, right? But yeah, one of the things that I would really program or mod into this game is quad. Let's get like 6 of those guys, right? Whoops. Or like dual input hedges and dual input buses. How much sand do we have? Nothing. Okay. Let's get some sand real quick. We just need 6 or so. Yeah, I want to finish this now, so... Okay. So we have the acceleration cards. No. We need the interfaces. That's what we're looking for. The question is, should we do an HV pump or should we do an MV pump? What can an HV pump do? It can do... Yeah. So let's get an HV pump quickly going. Yeah, we need the interfaces, right? Okay, so we already have them. This is the UAV, so the UAV we want to get rid of. And now I guess we can put this here to number 2. And let this export. Okay. Let's get this one here real quick. Why is this offline, dude? Oh. So liquid air. 50K. Oops. Yeah, we still need like one level limiter. How are you doing? 2.1. Still have some wood pulp left here. Okay. ME. Okay. So, yeah, we need like one redstone and then can do a level emitter. Then we need, as I said, 3 storage buses, right? Yeah, usually. Dude. No, not the plasma. And I think, yeah, we need to invert that, right? Yeah. But for now, we just don't give it a. Just don't give it a signal. So it shouldn't work, right? Because it also needs maintenance, dude. And we need to avoid items. Yeah. All right, I guess. Let's get like 3 more super tanks in here. Yeah, the problem is now we don't have enough copper, I think, for the 3 storage buses. So then I would have said, let's go. And that's the problem. Huh? Yeah. This doesn't work right now. Dude, we have so much hydrochloric acid, that's crazy. But yeah, we want to passive them as well. At some point. Like hydrochloric acid. Sulfuric acid we already did, but we need then also, I think, nitric acid. And what is also, I think, a very important one, what I realized now. Oh my god. Is the following, and that we can, from raw earth, if we actually use an electrolyzer with tributyl phosphate, we actually get some europium out. So we can actually like current or usually you get only cadmium, or not only, you get cadmium, neodymium, samarium, cerium, iridium and lanthanum out, but later on you get actually neodymium, samarium, yttrium, lanthanum, lutetium and europium out. And the thing is, if you put a quad, I guess ZPM, not a quad, 16 amp ZPM, maybe even 2 on this electrolyzer, then you can do that really fast. So I guess this is kind of a, I don't want to say neat trick, but this I think will be an important. Wait, need to do overflow. Same thing here with, what is it? Helium, I think. To get that. Yeah, helium. And then last one is argon. I don't know what to put in there. So, yeah, I think we can start now this guy here. Maybe without any noise. So it takes now like 100 seconds, but this one should be overflowing. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I guess we did really good today. We actually found no way on, or we have no nitrogen. So we can do, and every 100 seconds we can do 35 K nitrogen, which is quite nice. Of course, we want to overclock that at some point to get it down to like 50. But yeah. Yeah, I guess no. Wait a second. Hatch. It is input output. Yeah, for the output buses, usually you don't need that. It's not that important. But yeah, next time I think we want to go into the oil cracking, especially. I have to think about how we approach the hydrogen problem. If there's an easy way on how to automate that. Because basically there's a loop that you can do. So you can do methane, right? So methane is just simply carbon plus hydrogen. And then if you react that hydrogen, the methane with water, you get like 8K hydrogen out. You want to actually put out the carbon dioxide. So you need to electrolyze that. So we need an electrolyzer as well. And then you get get more hydrogen out. I don't know if this works if we. So usually we want to close that loop up. So we want to have like 4,000 that goes out, and so on. I really don't know about the methane, dude. It's really. So we would need like 2 large chemical reactors for that. And the electrolyzer we could then kind of spare. But yeah, let's see about this. But yeah, I would say we see each other then in the next episode, where we hopefully get some more items going or stuff going, especially now with the nitrogen that we have or should have. So we've already 35K, so we can actually I think change now every recipe there. Put this on 2. This goes out. And if we really want to, this doesn't. We don't need that one, but we need to change this one now into this one. So that's kind of the idea. The titanium, yeah. I think we have to kind of keep carbon monoxide at some point, so we need another storage bus for that. But yeah, I would say this one also, yeah, we might need that. But now we can do stainless steel. So this is kind of the idea that we want to have now then another mixer where we can put in stainless steel. Or we can mix stainless steel together and then, so we need another mixer. I guess, yeah, we have them already here. So, and then also maybe do a forge hammer at some point to do the sand and gravel line so that we can do glass. But yeah, and then we want to obviously go into oil cracking at some point. Passive, these 3 lines here so that we get octane, so that we get toluene, and that we get I guess butane. Yeah. How much do we get here? Huh? Why do we want to do this one then? This is what I don't understand. Then we don't need this. Actually, right? Or what was the third one? Like here we get... I don't really know about this one. Or do we want to passive propane? But propane we really get from here. Like 150 is fine. We don't need that much propane, by the way. Oh, what was the reason? Was it benzene? No. So this one I have to think about. So maybe then this one here is misplaced. I don't know. Because we only need like these 2. And 2 oil cracking units, so yeah. But yeah, the important part is now that we want to do stainless steel. That's kind of the idea. So yeah. And maybe also we want to do another of these ones so that we can store more. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode, and bye bye.